I wasn't really in a rush this morning, so I had the time for a real breakfast, and I was craving for a French breakfast. Making bread isn't actually that complicated, it's just about the timing, and you have to get the consistency of the dough right enough. The trick with campfire cooking is waiting for the flames to die down. The flames are actually too hot. They'll burn the outside of the dough before the inside is cooked. You need those steady glowing embers. By the time the camp was packed, the dough was ready. So I rolled the dough and melted some butter in my pan to keep them from sticking. As the fire was slowly fading out, the bread finished cooking.
Down at the station, Lord, I don't care where it goes. Gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. I jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? I'm gonna find me a hole in the wall. I'm gonna crawl inside and die.
Later in the morning I arrived at John Oak Road signpost, marking the extreme northern point of the British mainland. I then carried on riding through the Highlands toward the Highland of Skye. In the late afternoon I stopped to have lunch. Paddy had left me some Chinese noodles that I topped with a couple of eggs.
Down the rain and dark the cloud comes down the shore. Let the tempest out and blow upon his loudest winter horn. Good night and joy be with you all. We'll maybe meet again in the morn. We hae wandered far and wide o'er Scotland's hills, o'er firth and fell. And mony a simple flower we've culled and trimmed them wi' the heather bell. We've ranged the dingle and the dell, the hamlet and the baron's hall. Let us take a kind farewell. Good night and joy be with you. I was wayward, you were kind, and sorrowed when I went astray. For all my strains were often wild as winds upon a winter day. If e'er I led you from the way, forgie ye minstrel lanes for all. Tear falls wi' his
Nested on a rocky outcrop on the dark waters of Loch Assynt, Ardvreck Castle is now just a ghostly ruin. The most famous legend says that the chief of the MacLeod clan promised his soul to the devil to have the castle built quickly, However, when the devil saw the chief's daughter, he offered a new deal. He would build the castle for the laird in exchange for his daughter's hand in marriage. Desperate, the young woman realized she could never marry the devil. Preferring death to such a life, she threw herself from the top of the castle's tower into the loch below. It is said that her ghost haunts the ruins of Ardvreck ever since, and her sobs can sometimes be heard echoing over the lake's waters. In some versions, she is said to have turned into a mermaid, haunting the loch, and her tears cause the water level to rise. Later that day, I stopped to bivouac next to a lake. Because I'm in the Highlands, there was a lot of mosquitoes. But as soon as I lit the fire and made some smoke, I was finally at peace.